Every day you are bombarded with over 3,000 advertisements and brand messages. They promise that your life will be richer if you spend your money on their products. You buy these things believing their promises to make you more successful, more likable, more sexy, because you're worth it. One man decided they didn't make him feel more successful, more likable and more sexy. Brands had taken over his life, and he wasn't worth it.
Members of a generation that have been sold to from the day we were born. And what you see here today is a result of that. A person that is completely addicted to brands. Every one of the 3,000 adverts I'm exposed to each day promises me that my life will be richer if I spend my money on these things. O2, see what you can do. Nike, just do it. L'Oreal, because you're worth it. I've been buying these things, believing that they would make me more successful, more lovable and more sexy if I bought these things. And as you can see, it hasn't worked. Basically, these brands are nothing but an expensive con. In the UK, we are £200 billion in debt. We may be one of the richest countries in the world, but emotionally, we're one of the poorest. And today, I'm going to rid myself of an addiction to these brands. And I say good riddance to the lot.
Of torture, this BlackBerry.
Saturday afternoons have always been like shopping day, but like before it was all just a kind of a leisure thing. Now Saturdays is still a shopping day, but it's like completely utility. Like if I don't get everything in today, then it's pretty likely that I'll break my no brand kind of embargo really, because markets are pretty much one of the few places left that you can actually buy non-branded stuff. Early doors, when I first started this project, I was falling by the wayside all the time because it's like getting caught short and not having anything to drink. So yeah, these water bottles saves my life, and it actually saves money as well, because I was spending about £3 or £4 a day, like buying 2 or 3 big litre bottles of Evian or Volvic. A water bottle is important, as is rucksack as well for shopping, because obviously you don't want to be using plastic bags. Once you get into it, price does actually become important. I never used to really think about the price of stuff, whether I could afford it or not. Just whack it on a credit card if I didn't have the money. But I don't know, when you're into branded consumption, it's kind of spending, you kind of want to spend more money than you really have to, because that's part of the statement. In this country, everything's just become so completely, branded, chain store orientated that to come to a market and buy stuff off real people and buy produce that hasn't been manufactured in some big warehouse is a real revelation. And it's, I don't know, it's kind of a testament to how branded this country's become, really, that come something like this is a unique experience. Like, wake up every morning, it'd take me at least 20 minutes, half an hour to decide what I was going to wear, because I had so much stuff, so many different combinations of things and so many choices. Some people say like that's a real luxury to be able to choose from stuff, and that's a luxury that a lot of people can't really afford across the world. But actually I think once you get rid of that choice, that dilemma of choice, then it frees you up to think about stuff which is more important. This t-shirt is from an online store that sells non-branded organic t-shirts. This cap I think I got from Army Surplus, and the bag is Army Surplus too. Stuff like personal hygiene does become a bit of a problem, to be quite honest. The other one, which is really, really nasty, is toilet roll. Because the only stuff I can find that isn't branded is stuff you get from janitorial supply shops. It's really, really cheap, but it's also really, really scratchy. I always get frisked and people try to see if I've got any labels hiding away. People always say you're going to go back to like buying branded stuff like it after the year's up. Do you know what? I don't think I'm actually going to do it. I think I'm going to stick with it. It just feels like it's a whole, I kind of like being totally unburdened by all this kind of anxiety all the time, this branded anxiety about, you know, am I buying the right stuff? What do people think of me like with this stuff? You know, I've got to keep up. And to kind of opt out completely is a real relief. I just feel like I don't really care.